Hey guys, how's it going? We're back in the garage. Firebird has a blown engine and it has transmission issues, so we decided we're gonna get to work on the interior while we decide what we're doing. So I'm stuck between a couple of options. I'm looking at either dropping in an LQ9 6.0 into this or a Pontiac 461. The LS is a little cheaper, but I'm a fan of the Pontiac as well. But the thought process here is this, is we can turn this into essentially the new school type of build project, and we can turn this into the old school Pontiac thing to compete with the LS stuff. So we actually have a real benchmark of what we're doing. Basically, if we do the LQ in this, the first round would be a very basic cam, maybe a stage 1 or 2 cam from BTR or Summit, maybe a Slacking Mechanic stage 2, something like that, stage 3. Who knows? Either way, it'd be 450-ish to 500 horse at the crank is the goal. The Le Mans, I would like to see that thing get the 3-speed out of the Firebird and maybe a little more power through compression or boost. That's a distinct possibility as well, that this thing will get supercharged to make up for the lack of compression. That being said, I'm going to jump on this thing and start pounding through it. We're going to try something a little different with this video. We do a little more vloggy style. We're going to try to make it a little longer format. So I appreciate you guys following along, but let's get into this. All right, so let's get in here. Now, I lightly went over it with the wire brush. Just kind of looked, but dude, don't even need to cut anything. The floor's so bad. That's crazy. All right, I guess I'm going to grab a pair of snips and just kind of finish this off. If you're gonna work on old cars, there's gonna be things that go extremely quickly and things that take for freaking ever for absolutely no reason. So I started cutting the floor out, kind of figuring out what I need and what's what. Honestly, the whole thing's getting replaced, so I guess there's that. Cut another patch here. I was gonna just make a small patch for this, but I might have to do the whole pan. I mean, is what it is. But things like this take for freaking ever. I have spent probably the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes playing with this thing. I'm just cutting the top off. I'm trying to back out if I can't. I'm planning on putting studs into the bolts anyway, so it's not like a huge deal, but that'll probably get cut out and replaced with a stud. So I'm gonna keep rolling. I think I'm actually making progress. I hope. So working on making stencils for this panel. The light behind it, underneath it, and hit it with a Sharpie just around the the edges, obviously, to make the stencil. Let's see if I can have my 5-year-old cut this for me. Hey Kurt, can you do me a favor? Come here. Can you cut this out for me? Come on. Look at that precision. Well, thanks to the kid, I was able to get a little patch panel put in. So we got this little square we cut out, put it here. This is what I had my kid cut out for me. So that was kind of awesome. Next up is the front floor pan on both sides. Those actually came in, so I can kind of get rolling on that. I think the next day or so. But nice looking pans and fairly full. And I'll have a link in the description of what these pans are, so you guys can order these if you need them. But while I've been doing that, we've been working a little bit on the 67. Basically what he did to get to this part was he cut it out just like I did on the 78. Did the patch panel, same material, welded it in, glassed it, and he's debating on doing some kind of shave job or something potentially on this. But that's all I really did to it. It's fairly quick, fairly easy for the most part, and came out super nice. But if you guys like what you're seeing, please like, please subscribe. As always, have a good one, and I will see you on the road.